You know that little Pay in 4 button you tap when you're online shopping? The one that makes a $200 splurge feel like just $50? Yeah, that tiny button is quietly building billion-dollar empires. Buy now, pay later apps like Klarna, Afterpay, Affirm, and Tabby are reshaping consumer spending. They're not credit cards, they're not layaway, they're something sneakier. And while you're patting yourself on the back for being financially responsible, they're popping gold, your gold. Today, we're diving into how these apps make millions off your impulse buys, without you even noticing. 1. A $200 dress becomes just $50. Psychologists call it payment decoupling. Split a purchase into chunks and it feels cheaper. Klarna reports that offering Pay in 4 boosts conversion rates for merchants by up to 45%. Afterpay claims average order values jump 20 to 30% when shoppers split payments. You're not buying a $1,000 couch, you're just buying 4 $250 chunks. It's the same psychological trick Netflix uses. $15 a month doesn't feel like $180 a year. Except here, the couch company pays Klarna a fee for getting you to buy today, and Klarna earns millions in merchant fees. 2. They're not charging you interest, mostly. Here's the genius. Most BNPL apps market themselves as interest-free. And for the majority of users who pay on time, that's true. But late fees and penalties? Those can be brutal. In 2022, Affirm earned $1.35 billion in revenue, much of it from merchant fees, but also from customers who carried balances. And if you miss a payment, your credit score can take a hit. So the free payment plan, not so free anymore. 3. Merchants are the real customers. BNPL apps make their money mainly from retailers, not you. Merchants pay 2 to 8% of the purchase price, so you'll spend more. Think about it. If splitting payments convinces you to buy that $800 phone today instead of maybe next month, the retailer is thrilled to hand Affirm $40. Multiply that by millions of transactions, and you've got billion-dollar companies built on tiny percentages. This is why by 2025, BNPL is expected to account for $450 billion in transactions globally. 4. They sell you as data. Every time you use BNPL, the app learns what you buy, when you buy, and what makes you cave. Klarna now has over 150 million global users. That's a treasure trove of data. Data they can use to personalize ads, recommend products, or sell insights to retailers. In 2023, Klarna launched Klarna Ads Manager, an in-app advertising platform. Brands can target you based on your actual spending habits. It's like if your diary started whispering your secrets to marketers. 5. They hook you early. BNPL apps market heavily to younger consumers. According to a 2022 Lending Tree survey, 42% of Gen Z shoppers had tried BNPL. Younger users are more likely to have thin credit histories, making BNPL an appealing alternative to traditional credit cards. But here's the twist. In the UK, 1 in 10 BNPL users admitted to falling behind on payments. Once you're hooked on that easy, split in 4 life, slipping into debt can be dangerously easy. 6. Big tech and banks are jumping in. Apple launched Apple Pay later in 2023. PayPal and even banks like JP Morgan are rolling out their own BNPL services. Why? Because the global BNPL market is projected to reach $1 trillion by 2030. If Apple and PayPal smell money, you can bet it's huge. 7. Why retailers love it and fear it. Retailers offering BNPL see higher conversion rates, bigger basket sizes, and lower cart abandonment. Shopify integrated BNPL partners directly because merchants demanded it. But there's risk. Australian regulators fined Afterpay for not properly checking borrowers' ability to repay. And in 2023, Klarna laid off 10% of its staff as rising interest rates squeezed its margins. If too many people default or regulators crack down, the party could end fast. 8. The consumer trap. Let's be honest, a lot of people use BNPL responsibly, but these apps thrive on your occasional slip. Missing one $50 payment can trigger a $10 late fee, an effective 20% penalty. Multiply that across millions of transactions, and you've funded Klarna's next Super Bowl ad. A 2022 Credit Karma report found 34% of BNPL users fell behind on at least one payment, and 72% said their credit score dropped as a result. So while BNPL feels harmless, it quietly makes overspending painless and debt invisible. 9. The bigger picture. BNPL is just the latest evolution of consumer credit. Layaway plans in the 1950s, store cards in the 1980s, credit cards in the 2000s, they all made buying today easier than paying tomorrow. The difference now? BNPL happens in seconds on your phone, feels frictionless, and lives outside traditional credit checks. The result? Merchants make more sales, BNPL firms rake in billions, and you might not notice the debt piling up until your bank account screams. Buy now, pay later apps didn't invent overspending, they just turned it into a billion-dollar mobile-friendly art form. The next time you hit Pay in 4, remember, Klarna's CFO is already drafting a thank you card. If you found this breakdown eye-opening, hit subscribe. We unpack the strategies, tactics, and hidden tricks behind the brands quietly running the economy every single week. See you in the next one.